Hey guys, Ari from Pop Entertainment. Today I'm here with
Heffron Drive.
Hello.
So this is our first time interviewing you guys, so can you tell us a little bit about what you do and like who you are as a musician?
Well, Dustin and I, we rock people's socks off.
Face melters.
That's basically what we do for a living, short of it. Long story short, we play music. Our band Heffron Drive has been around since 2007. And recently, the last few years, got back together again and been working hard and playing shows all over the place. And now we are here in Philadelphia for the third time.
Oh, okay. So not your first time in Philly.
Not the first time in Philly.
Been there a lot.
Normally it was the TLA, but a different location this time.
So where are your favorite places to perform?
Philly's one of them.
TLA is really fun.
Yeah. We were just in New York City last night, Webster Hall. That was a really good show.
Mm-hmm.
We did Boston before that. Boston's always fun. We've been going to Italy a lot. We've been there like 5 or 6 times in the last year. So Italy's really fun. I mean, we just like playing in general, but
wherever anyone will have us, even sometimes if they don't want us. We'll
so
just play.
International?
Yeah, we'll just play even if they don't invite us. We'll just go take our stuff and set up and play.
So international travel. So have you guys picked up any languages?
A little Italian. It's one of those things where like I don't speak sentences as much as like useful phrases, and then I understand a lot more than I speak, so I can ask the useful, easy phrase, and then they can speak back to me. I get it, like I know what they're saying. But that, I mean, we speak a little Spanish. Dustin speaks more Spanish than I do.
Yeah.
See.
And it really depends. Like in the moment, I wouldn't remember, but when I'm there, it all just like comes out, I guess.
Okay. All right, that's cool. So who do you guys look up to musically as a band?
Well, we actually just saw Guns N' Roses not too long ago. Slash, cool. Like as a guitarist, is pretty cool. Joe Perry from Aerosmith is a great guitarist. But you know, we grew up listening to all kinds of different stuff,
like Incubus and Third Eye Blind. He was a big Vertical Horizon fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 90s, early 2000 prog rock.
Cool. So how was your band formed?
Well, the band was formed, Dustin and I actually lived on the same street in Burbank. And we had lived there for a few years before we started making music together, but then we started making some songs. I got a laptop and the tools necessary to record just like a basic song. And we came up with these, what sounded like finished tracks, and we were like, oh, well then we should probably like put them online or make up a name for the band. So we lived on Heffron Drive. And it's a really small street. It's just like 3 blocks and that's it. Yeah. So we felt like that was a good name and we went with it. It's been around 7 years now.
Alright. So a couple years ago, Big Time Rush, right? Like in what ways is this group different than that one?
Well, Big Time Rush is much more of a music group, boy band, I guess. I mean, if anything, of the groups of the time, we were the most boy band-ish because we danced a lot. Or at least maybe the most successful of the boy band-ish because we danced. But this is different because that's not happening, first of all. I mean, we could say we're dancing, we're really just moving to the music, but the music's totally different. The fan base is totally different. Even though we're cool if younger kids, we're happy if they come to the show. It's really, I mean, we're making it for like teens and young adults and stuff like that. So when Big Time Rush was focused for a young television audience, this is focused for a much, not a much older, but an older musical audience.
And we also produce, like write and
all
produce
music
everything
as well.
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
That's a big difference, yeah.
So what kind of message do you want your music to carry? Like when you write songs, what do you want the song to say to people that are listening to it? Or?
We never really write songs with like a negative like thought behind it, you know what I mean? Like we don't, and I mean negative, I'm like just, I guess we don't like do like lyrics that are suggestive too often. If they're suggestive, they're cerebrally suggestive, like you think about them in a cool way.
Okay.
But like we want the message to be positive most of the time. If we're not writing a love song, it's usually a song about trying to succeed and hope and some sort of uplifting vibe, so people can relate to trying their best and sometimes not getting there, or trying their best and getting there. So it's usually about life messages or love.
Yeah.
In general.
Mm-hmm. So what's your favorite part of performing on a stage in front of a crowd?
Performing, just in general. I mean, he and I have both, in some form, aspect or the other, been performing pretty much our entire lives. But the thing I like about, you know, live music is like the instant gratification of like, as soon as you give something to the audience, they give it right back, and so like the energy feeds off of each other, and you know, that's awesome. And like if we come out and the crowd's going crazy, like we're gonna put on a better show because we want to see them go even crazier.
One of my favorite things is to see people who are like listening to the music with their eyes closed, like taking it all in, and it doesn't happen all the time, but like you'll see that, because normally people are just having a blast and jumping up and down, but sometimes you'll see someone just kind of taking it in, and I do that at shows where sometimes I'll just kind of like, oh man, this is happening right now, it's my favorite song, and I see that happen with someone listening to Heffron Drive, and it's like, oh wow, that's really trippy, and that's the part that really is satisfying. Seeing somebody sing your song or hearing them sing it because they're singing it so loud, really satisfying.
It's really great. If you had to have dinner with anyone in the world, dead or alive, who would it be?
I had an answer for this the other day.
I'd have dinner with, separately,
Yeah.
both Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. I would have dinner with them separately just because I would like to pick both of their brains.
Got you.
And see what's really going on, you know? So I just would want to see. I'd want to ask them some questions.
I would like to have dinner with George Washington to see how he eats with those horrible teeth.
I have to say, by the way, all of our answers are really boring. Like, the only cool thing you'd get out of Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump is maybe some sort of fun fact about the government or something like that. And same with George Washington, probably.
Yeah, probably.
No one exciting, sorry.
So what are your passions outside of music? What do you guys do when you're not on the road, when you're not writing songs?
I really like to take photos. I haven't done it on this tour just because we have so many bags that one extra bag was too many. I tried it on the first half and then I left it at home because we went back home for a couple of days and I was like, can't do it. But I love taking film photos. If I get the time, horseback riding and stuff like that, being outdoors, chilling.
Yeah, if I'm home, I'm usually at one of two of my friends' pools. Like it's always a pool party. That, and then I recently got into the like adult coloring books. Like I bought one the other day.
It's the way we keep Dustin pacified.
Right. Yeah, I'm like a 6-year-old kid at heart. I still watch cartoons.
I mean, you hear what he just said. If I'm at home, I'm usually at a pool party, right? Kids and cake and clowns. And also, I like adult coloring books. Kids, cake.
Magic tricks, juggling, the whole deal. Yo-yos.
Really, he's just like a kid with a beard.
Yeah,
it's good to say young. So lastly, what's one thing that you want to say to your fans?
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this interview. We always try to switch up our answers as much as possible so people can learn more and more stuff about us, so thank you for checking it out. And of course, the #1 way to spread the musicness of Heffron Drive is to tell your friends.
So tell your friends, check us out on all the social medias, Heffron Drive, on Twitter.
You can go to heffrondrive.com.
Just Google Heffron Drive.
Google Heffron Drive, you'll find out anything you need to know about the band. But heffrondrive.com is a good place to start your search.
Alright, thank you. This has been
Heffron Drive.
And Art from Pop Entertainment. See ya.